Watch TY react. We're about to react to a mom gets caught selling her baby for $500. That's crazy. You should have just sold your like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all know we don't waste no time. Let's get right to it.
She said, if you give me $500 right now, you can have. I said, have what? She said, have her. And she put her down in the leaves.
What?
No,
some people don't need to be
I would never
parents.
sell my child.
And she said, no, I don't need.
Why would she make
I
that
just
lie
don't
up?
want the bastard.
My child is my life. I never, ever hurt my baby.
And I'm like, is she
That's
crazy?
crazy.
In March
She
2024,
gotta be crazy.
a woman walks into a police station with an 18-month-old girl and a shocking claim. The child's mother tried to sell her own baby, and when that didn't work,
Wow.
abandoned her entirely. But what sounds like an
Wow.
open and shut case takes a twisted turn when the mother accuses the woman of orchestrating a plot to steal her baby. The following report is based on
that lady
official police
crazy.
records, and most of the footage has
She
never
lost
been
her
seen
damn
before
mind.
until now. On the afternoon of March 5th, 2024, a woman comes into the Palatka, Florida Police Department with an 18-month-old baby on her shoulder and an extraordinary story.
Gonna bring her some clothes, diapers over, but we didn't. I was gonna wipe her off, but we didn't want to wipe her off in case she had to take pictures of her because she's.
Okay.
Don't cry, sweetie.
Because she don't deserve it.
I'll come, go in there and I'll come sit with you.
Wow.
I'll come sit with you.
All right.
I called DCF to John, and he is on. He's gonna be
That's sad.
calling me
That's
back.
sad as hell. Some people don't need.
Thank you so much
Kids.
for doing this. I know that this is way outside of what
I'm a
you.
mom first.
I understand.
The woman is an employee at H&R Block, and she says she was getting ready to close last night
Shit, I
when a
need my
client
taxes
named
done.
Jessica
Shit.
came in with her baby daughter.
Both of them had no shoes on. Her and Jessica walked in and she asked me could I give her a new Emerald card because her taxes had dropped and she left it somewhere or something happened with it. So
Right.
I got ready to put her stuff in and I noticed the baby had took her diaper off. And she was like pointing at her private, like it was irritating her or something. So I was like, oh, maybe it's the diaper, you know, kids get irritated
Right.
or whatever. And she was like, she's not gonna do that because
My daughter be taking her pamper off. Like, why do babies do that
She put the
shit?
diaper back on her. And it would, you know how the sticky.
And she don't even be needed
it wouldn't
to
stick
be
no more.
changed. She just
So
takes
she
it
like,
off.
hit her. And it was like, you just stupid. You shouldn't did that. And I was like, what? So I called the police.
She says she waited until police arrived and then went home for the night, unaware that her involvement with this woman was far from over.
This morning I came 7 a.m. The mom, Jessica, was laying on the AC unit. And she was in a Dollar General's buggy. And it
Wow.
was drizzling. She was asleep and the
So they
baby
was
was in there
outside.
hollering. Well, I said, do you need help? Like, do you need me to call DCF so they can help you? And she said, no, don't worry about it. And she snatched her daughter out the top part and slammed her in the bottom part.
Damn.
Woman says that Jessica left at that point. Not long after, someone at a nearby restaurant calls the police to complain about a woman and her baby walking around asking for food. The responding officer finds Jessica inside, annoyed that someone reported her.
Because they were worried about the baby.
Because she's throwing a tantrum.
No,
I think this lady-
They wanted to make sure the baby was okay and that you were okay.
I think it's
Fine, I'm trying to find emergency housing.
my bad, y'all.
So what's the
I
situation?
think it's drugs involved.
What are you going through right now?
I'm going through a lot.
Like as far as housing, why are you looking for emergency housing?
Because I had
what's
a
going
boyfriend
on?
who used to beat the out of me and I don't want it around my kid. If you can please help me in any way.
Well, okay, so I've got our victim's advocate coming out. She's gonna talk to you. She's gonna bring some stuff for the baby.
Where?
She'll be coming over here.
You know, just because the baby cries doesn't mean.
No, it's just
they're
that
in
you're
trouble.
obviously
I'm
not
sure
like
you
in a
have
right
kids.
state
I
of
do.
mind.
I have a son and a stepdaughter.
I can't even believe this. Is that rescue for my child?
No. They're going to a different call.
The victim's advocate arrives with her assistance, but Jessica is wary of their motives.
No, y'all making me feel great.
Oh, no, okay.
This is the victim's advocate that I told you I had come.
No, y'all really making me feel great. And I got 4 y'all.
No, we have a bunch of stuff for you and the baby.
Jessica settles enough to accept the help these women have brought for her, but she
Right.
doesn't let her guard down entirely.
It's just right now, I'm needing a place to stay. She thinks y'all are probably trying to take her away from her.
I'm not taking her away from mommy.
But Jessica does wind up separated from her daughter, and according to the woman at the police station, it happened later that day.
She came back to our job.
No,
At
she
this
didn't.
point, she's yelling at the customers in there to give her money. I said, ma'am, you gotta leave. Like, you have to leave now.
She obviously lost it.
She said, oh, I'm not leaving. And then she took her in the bathroom. When she left out there, I called the police. And she literally pushed the buggy in the road and laughed about it. And then hurry up and grabbed it.
She pushed
And I'm
the.
like, is she crazy?
She
She
says
pushed
that
her
although she
baby
gave the officer
in a shopping
details
cart in the
about
road in
Jessica's
traffic.
behavior, she was told that it would come down to her word against the mother's, but it wouldn't be long before Jessica would return
What
yet
the
again,
hell?
and this time she would come with a shocking offer.
She came back. I see her walking back towards our job. And she said, come here, because I trust you, come here. So I'm like, oh my God. I asked two of my coworkers to walk out with me because I don't know what's inside
Right.
my mind. And as I walked over there, she said, if you give me $500 right now, you can have it. I said, have what? She said, have her. And she put
So
her
that's
down
what
in the
drugs
leaves.
that take you?
And I said, are you serious? At this time, the baby got up and she was getting ready to walk in the road. And I grabbed the baby and I picked her up and I said,
This is
I'm not
sad.
giving you no money. She said, well, just have her because it's just too much for me.
The woman's account nearly defies belief, but when the police speak to Jessica a couple of days
I don't
later,
believe
they
this.
hear a story that could turn the entire
crazy.
case upside down.
I went to file my taxes at H&R Block. While I was there, one of the members of my church filed my taxes for me. She asked me if she could keep my daughter overnight. She said she wanted to buy her some clothes. She know I just got out of abusive marriage and I'm trying to get back on my feet.
And this
I
was
contacted her.
Monday or Tuesday?
No, she's only been gone for 2 days. Only 2 days.
Right.
Well,
So-
today is Thursday, so that would have make it, what, Tuesday night? Tuesday night, you tell me like approximately what time?
About 7.
7 o'clock?
Yeah.
7 p.m.?
Yeah, 7 p.m.
Okay.
Jessica says that although she was reluctant at first, she ultimately agreed to hand her daughter over for the night.
I allowed her to take Gigi.
Why is she sitting there lying to the people like that?
I got a knock.
Just
at
tell the
door
truth.
from
I don't want the baby.
police saying
Period.
that I was banned from H&R Block. So I sent a text message and I said, if you not produce my child, I'm going to call the police.
What's this worker that you go to church with? What's her name?
Her name's Crystal. She's the black girl with the pink hair.
Jessica paints herself as a caring mother who was tricked into giving up her baby, which is a far cry from the story police heard at the station.
I said, do you need help? Again, I'm asking you, do you need help? And she said, no, I don't need
I
help.
don't think she'll make
just
that
want
lie
that.
up because she'll just say, hey,
And I said, okay.
this lady's
And
crazy.
I got the baby.
Or she'll probably take the
I
baby.
walk across the street.
I don't think she got to
And
make
I
up that
tried to
lie.
wake her up, and I put her in my car, and I told her she's going to be okay. This should not go on with a child.
You don't remember having a conversation about trying to sell Giovanni?
What?
I'm just.
No.
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 Okay.
I would never sell my child.
Okay.
No. I can't even believe that was even stated. My child is my life.
You're not a good
Not
you're not a
only
good
is
actor.
Jessica's story completely different, she tells the detectives that she knows exactly what's going on here.
To be honest with you, my sister, me and her have a very bad relationship. She has wanted my child. She's told lies to my entire family. I believe she sent Crystal to do that on purpose because
Nah, this lady batshit crazy.
yesterday in my face and told me I was going to be in jail. So they set this up. Sounds petty, but it's true.
I mean, what would be the reasoning they would do that?
Same reason she husband. She's spiteful.
At the police station, the woman does express an interest in keeping the child, though it doesn't seem to come from a place of malice.
So will DCF let me take her home?
Probably not, but
I just don't want her to have to go through no system.
absolutely
I'm being honest with you.
there might be a way. He might have to come out and look at your house, or he
That's
might.
fine.
So we'll figure something out.
But as far as Jessica's concerned, there's no reason why her daughter can't be with her.
You know I don't deserve to be in jail for this.
So
I never, ever.
I'm getting a little confused.
If you see her here, she hit her. It's right here.
Yeah.
You can see it. She elbowed her last night.
So that was from last night?
Oh, you can see it good now. It's swollen all right here. The bruise. She got dirt all in her nose.
I'm an RN. I can't lose my child or my license.
You ain't no RN.
Jessica was a licensed practical nurse, but her license was put on probationary status a year prior when she failed to notify the Board of Nursing that she pled no contest to a disorderly conduct charge. But the detectives are only concerned about Jessica's current story, which seems to have a couple of significant problems.
I allowed her to take Gigi, and about an hour after that, I got a knock at the door from the police saying that I was banned from H&R Block.
Jessica's stated timeline would put this at approximately 8 p.m. However, the detectives know that she was banned from H&R Block at 11:30 in the morning.
Right.
She asked me if she could keep my daughter overnight.
So she's lying.
Make it, what, Tuesday night? Tuesday night?
Yeah.
Jessica says that Crystal took custody of the baby on Tuesday night, which would have been impossible given that the baby was sitting in the police department on Tuesday afternoon.
Okay. And what's the this worker that you go to church with? What's her name?
Lady
Her name's Crystal.
lost her mind.
But
She need
there's no
help.
one at H&R Block by the name of Crystal. The woman who brought her baby to the police station is named Anita, and she says that she only knows Jessica as a client.
Shout out to
Are
Anita.
y'all gonna let me go?
No, man. No, there is a warrant for your arrest.
I'm saying, but like,
I mean, you are under arrest.
In February 2025, Jessica Woods pled no contest to her charges and was convicted of 6 crimes against her child, including unlawful desertion and illegally placing a child for adoption. She was sentenced to 4 years in prison and 10 years of probation.
Damn.
According to the Palatka Police Department, her daughter has been placed in foster care.
Wow, that's sad, man. That's very sad. People don't need kids. What do y'all think about this? Y'all let me know in the comments. Y'all know over here at Watch TY React, we have a little fun. We watch body cam. We watch anything interesting. But I got a second channel that I'm going to link in the description. It's called Beyond the Words. It's serious over there. We have serious conversations, serious interviews about people's lives, life stories, how they become homeless, how they become addicts, things of that sort. And, the channel is going to expand to more, conversations. It's not only going to be about homelessness or addicts, So y'all go over there and subscribe. Let me know what I can do better. Ask more of. Any constructive criticism. And even with this channel, any constructive criticism. If y'all see me, I'm trying not to cough. But yeah, man, y'all let me know. Like and subscribe. I see y'all in the next one.